Last time we defeated Yellow Brow, and that was an extremely difficult fight for me, but we also missed a bunch of stuff in the chapter, and there's a good chance that that is the reason. Yeah. Look at all of these Yaogwai chiefs that we've missed. And one more Yaogwai King. Yeah, we've missed one per chapter on that. But here's the really unfortunate thing. Is we have missed so many characters. That's the thing that really annoys me. I should just go back through and see if I can find stuff, honestly. Let's next chapter. Let me close this. Confirm. Rosy cheeks, gray hair.
My friend, struck gold.
God, my ass. My bones are cracking from lugging this load. Step it up. I gotta catch that feast on time.
Hear me out. They say that hag has her quirky ways. Each season she'd wed a mate, then devour him. Once our lady brought her a wedding gift, a mirror, a past echo.
Which?
The past echo. The lady often speaks of it with regrets.
I wonder why.
Let me finish, will you? The hag got the mirror and looked into it, and for no reason at all, she threw it away. That soured our lady's mood. She stopped visiting since then.
Gibbering and jabbering. Couldn't even catch a wink of sleep this whole time.
What? Who's in there? How dare you spoil the gift from her
No place to find peace these days. Hey! Lovely! Why don't you come down and join us? Leaving so soon? Why the shyness?
Okay. I wasn't expecting to continue on with this dude. Nothing wrong with it. I guess it makes sense. because we still haven't got his anecdote, his journal entry. Huh.
Looks like there's a dwelling ahead. Care to take a quick peek?
Live this forsaken place. None but spineless guys fooling about. We came here on your word, but see? Even the pests here plague our path.
My word. I don't think I've ever spoken a word.
You'd even keep that scrap? What a hoarder.
Dude, I need to make medicines that I never use. Village.
This place still looks the same. Past clings here.
Just like before. Ever eager for the win.
I couldn't even tell what that enemy looked like.
Look at this splendor. I'd drop any title up above in a heartbeat just to stay here.
We'll make this journey one step at a time, kid. Have some patience.
They look a little bit spider-like. Maybe they're spider guys. That would make sense based off of the whole thing about, oh, she weds a mate and then devours him. Yeah, that is totally a spider. Also, I feel like I'm coming into this area doing ridiculously small amounts of damage. But we did get some stuff at the end of last chapter. Oh. I was like, what are you? Oh my gosh. Those delayed spells. Oh, I'm like on fire
Here,
or
I'll
something.
give you another hand.
I appreciate it. Yeah, this is a whole insect area. My
Let
goodness.
me catch up with you, kid. Fortune is upon us, kid. Real fortune.
Yeah.
Tight squeeze. You restless monkey. I was talking here.
Dude, every single time I like...
Road ahead. An ambush orbit, certain.
Dude, I literally... That's the one thing that's really annoying about... Oh.
They come, we run, they back off, we hunt them down, we will come unscathed.
Dang it. Okay, I thought this web here was smoke. I was like, oh, yay, finally we have found... Oh.
Oh, good thing I have healthy bowel movements.
I really didn't need to know that.
Hey, why are you ditching me?
I'm not ditching you! My goodness. Temperamental. Okay, come over here. Okay, you know what? Okay, I'm just gonna let you fight over there. Okay, that delayed. This is like... Okay.
There's a nice shrine here.
Okay, craft. We can't craft weapons, huh? Okay. Gold tree core. Anyway, armor. Insufficient fine gold thread, huh? Okay, I thought this was the side path. Okay, that definitely feels like a boss. Let's go back. I do want to go back to chapter 3 soon here.
Hey,
What?
why are you ditching me?
Oh my gosh. Okay. There was this looked like it was probably...
This monkey, I was talking here.
You literally weren't.
Heard someone telling a story in there, I think. Come here, kid. Never say no to a story. I can't make out the words from behind these walls. Let's get inside.
Oh, okay. Oh, that I was not expecting. On our amplification. Okay. You know, I haven't upgraded any of my spirits for a long time. No. I did not mean to do that. Okay, yeah, let's, Oh yeah, we never did figure this out. We should run around Thunderclap Temple as the fox and see if she has anything to say. Also, we should. We never did find a way to open up those doors at the very beginning of the prison area either. So we need to visit that again, I assume, at some point. Okay. Let's, no.
Kill is to uphold the Dharma!
Shut up. Wow, I really could have just, like, avoided everybody this time. Okay, just kidding, I couldn't. Really? It's because of... Yeah, it's because I was in combat. No. Something about the, something about the Temple of the New West. Or the Thunderclap Temple, what am I? Something about the Thunderclap Temple was important to this fox. I needed to find something. And I kind of just assumed... she would tell me. And maybe she still will. If I can find whatever it is I'm looking for. Which evidently is not that.
ancient scars.
Oh, no, 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 no. That's not what I meant to do. That's what I was trying to do. Okay, there's a chest here we missed. Nice.
Jaguars shall crush them on this.
Wait, this is... I don't think I've been here before.
Faith but one.
Yeah, I haven't been up here. Oh. Hey.
My friends, Yellowwind Ridge offered me nothing. Yellowbrow, the Buddha, was my next plea. Only after meeting His Grace in the New West did I see. I wasted my life for others, and missed much joy. No more journey now. My king is suffering, yes. But does one not weave the threads of one's destiny? Peace is living for yourself. His grace speaks true. Indulge, and you shall be carefree. This joy, it's new to me. Like never before.
He's dead, though.
My king once sought wisdom in such a Dharma place. His son, too, was a disciple of a bodhisattva. Now I, too, walk on this path. I hope I'm following in my king's steps. So, my friend, why don't you stay here and tread this path with me?
Chill. Say what? When the guard is full, the first sip replenishes to full health. Okay.
My king once sought wisdom in such a Dharma place. Now I too... So,
Okay. Well, that's cool. Oh my gosh. Body fleeting powder. Upon use, all actions cost no stamina for a short duration. Okay. Ooh. Have I been here?
A ghost wants you dead already. For years, I've prayed you'd find peace. Still you come to take my life in penance against yours. You wouldn't understand my agony when I took your life.
Oh, so you want to do it again?
The Buddha sees no such vengeance. I shall usher you to the beyond once more.
I have no idea how I got here.
Once a monk, there's no turning back. I'll rid you of all things. Even the scriptures can free me from this. The nature of Yaquais is beyond remedy. I've brought this upon myself.
Yuki. Cool. So I assume that's it for that. are still so far behind on Yagwai chiefs. Well, it must... I don't know.
The land of Thunderclap allows no faith but one!
I forgot that I can move while doing that. Yeah, if I had died to non-void... Okay. If I had died to non-void, I don't know that I would have been able to find my way back up. Ah. Well, that's useful.
Insolent fool!
How's your arm card? Oh. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, I am so out. Nice.
Looking for the tree.
Shoot. How did I get up here? That's the question. Because if I die, I have no idea. I walked up a... walked up a stairway. What? That was weird. Okay, that's helpful.
A visitor from afar must use the sea, make your power leak. Once you
Is that a chest? No, it's just a table. This is where we talked to the horse dude. And got that item.
The land of Thunderclap allows no faith but one.
Okay, if you're wanting to do something, maybe you should come up the stairs. Come up here. Oh my gosh, you piece of... Okay, so it's that building generally. Yeah. Okay. There's that building that we can't get into near as I can tell. I don't really understand how that's worth it. I'm not just gonna make medicines like that without a good reason, because it uses what is, near as I can tell, a non-respawning ingredient. And if it's only for a short duration, what's the point? Um... Okay, well, we have found a Yaoguai chief. We've also found a character and done some more exploration. I think this is probably a good place to leave off. Next time I want to re-explore the prison area. I want to see if I can figure out the whole locked door thing, because I originally thought that that was going to be like, oh, you defeat the warden, you get the key, but clearly not. We have so many of these. Wushan Lesser Guai. One spring, the Web Ridge hosted a grand banquet to mark the blossoming of the flowers. Young Guai from Mount Wushan, having presented the gift, saw the ladies chatting and laughing at the feast and decided to join the other Guais in the cave for drinks and merriment. A few cups in, the Guais began to jest with each other. A pig Guai remarked, "I'd rather live in this rich hollow of yours, with banquets for every season and festival. Back in our place, the lady is too strict to allow any fun." The proud insect Guai responded, "Our ladies in the cave often host banquets to keep the mistress company. We may not compare to the halls of the celestial court, but our second lady has some businesses in the mortal world, so we're not short on silver. It's tough, though. If she didn't find ways to bring in money, we wouldn't have made it this far." Another pigway added, "Beautiful and elegant are all your ladies. I wonder which celestial mountain is fortunate enough to be where they might start their new families." The insect guy laughed. "Our ladies can't leave this place. The businesses outside are managed by carefully chosen people. Since we only take bridegrooms who marry into the family, the talented ones don't want to come, and the ladies don't fancy those who do. Look over there. Those 4 scorpions, their family is in decline, and their descendants are unworthy. Only one is somewhat acceptable, but not one of our ladies would marry him. Whoever gets unlucky will marry him on a fateful day, so they say." Guys laughed heartily, enjoying themselves, when suddenly there was a shout. "Oh no, the ladies are quarreling." A panting pig Guai in charge ran over, shouting, The mistress in the cave has lost her mind. She got into a fight with Our Lady over a few words from a maid, and even smashed the very gift that was brought." The Guais were all startled. The clever ones quickly wrapped some food in lotus leaves and handed it to the pig Guais as an apology. "Next time, we'll make sure there's no misunderstanding. Sorry for spoiling the fun." All right, the pig Guais took the food and hurriedly followed the steward out, asking what exactly happened. "Who knows? It's all too odd. Every time we come, there's a commotion. I've heard their mistress is always quite muddle-headed." Puppet Spider. Long ago, a woodcutter lived deep in the hills. One day he went down to the market fair and saw a puppet show. He loved it and yearned to see it again. One day, as he cut wood, he heard shouts of glee in the mountains. He followed the sounds and saw a mob of Yaguais reveling together. Despite his fear, curiosity urged him to climb a rock to watch them from afar. The Guais were gathered in a circle, watching an acrobat show. Too far to see well, the woodcutter could only discern a red-clad Guai whirling twin blades in dazzling spins and flips. Entranced, the woodcutter crept closer. He saw the acrobatic Guai had legs tied behind its back, strings dangling from its feet. In a flash, he knew it was a puppetry trick. He climbed a large tree for a clearer view. The Guai had an ugly, comical face. To the woodcutter, the spectacle was even more amusing than the finest plays at the market fair. He watched, spellbound. A chill on his neck jolted him out of the reverie. Reaching up to check, he found his fingers coated in green spittle. Looking up in horror, he was greeted by a myriad of eyes staring down at him. There, in the treetop, dangled a violet spider, its legs threaded with silk, tugging the distant puppet guy to and fro. The woodcutter yelped and fell from the tree. At that, the spider paused, and the gathering of Yaguais turned as one to glare at him. Stricken with terror, the woodcutter fled, and upon returning home fell gravely ill. No remedy could ease his suffering. He wasted away and soon died. I'm surprised he got away. Puppet trick. Tales told of Zoo's estate in the Webbed Ridge, the ancestral home of the wealthy textile family in the kingdom of Juzi. Juza? I don't know. Rumors claimed the estate housed vast amounts of gold and jewels, but those riches were never found. In the kingdom of Juza lived two thieves who called each other brothers. The elder, a broad and forthright soul, the younger, a handsome and clever spirit. Fleeing a warrant, they sought Juza's estate in the mountains as their next target, as well as a hideout. For days, they scoured the hills, their rations spent and their hope lost. Weary and famished, they chanced upon a tea hut. The thief called out, "Let's rest here." What? "Oh, let's rest there, brother." The elder replied, "We've seen no one for days. How could there be a tea hut?" But, driven by hunger, the young one hastened toward it. The elder chased after him, pleading. They tussled until they entered the hut, crude and dirty. It had rough log tables and stone stools. There were no patrons inside, only a hunchback old man with a cane brewing tea. The young thief asked, "How do you sell tea here with no one around, old man?" The old man pointed to a dim village behind the hut. "This humble one lives in the hilltop village. The hut serves but to eke out my living." He then served 2 bowls of thick, strange-smelling brew. The young thief reached for one, but the elder stopped him and asked the old man, "Do you know of Zhu's estate?" The old man grinned. "It lies within the village. Drink your tea and I shall guide you there." The young thief beamed, but the elder grew warier. He snatched the bowl from the young one. "I shall try it first." With that, he downed it in one gulp. No sooner had the... If you were suspicious, why would you do that? Okay. No sooner had the tea hit his belly than he collapsed, writhing in agony. The young thief turned to the old man, only to witness his true form revealed as a hunchback cane-wielding creature, its body entangled in silk. Lifting his eyes, he saw a colossal spider perched in the rafters, tugging the strands to prompt the bug to tap its cane with a resonant ting-ting. At this signal, the stone stools shifted and unfurled their legs. They became little stone spiders. They spat silk at the elder thief to entangle him. At this sight, the younger thief turned and fled, as if he had not heard his brother's pleas for help. Lantern holder. The insect guys loathed patrolling after dusk, but as their instincts to chase after light made the nighttime perilous for them. But luck favored them when a tribe of pale-faced yakshas from the west of the place, having traversed the world, chose to settle at the Webbed Ridge and volunteered for the night watch, a task the insect guys were only too happy to relinquish to these newcomers. The yakshas are proud and fierce by nature, turned into feral Yalguais, yet they still clung to their old ways in the days they were revered. They kept to their own, with lanterns lit from dusk to dawn, and rarely mingled with the insect guais. To the latter, they were a curious sight, with their merriment and banter that paid no heed to hierarchy or status. Yet what puzzled the insect guais most was the Yaksha's bond, close-knit and joy, yet they'd often erupt into disputes and hurl sharp words with no restraint. One night, a quarrel broke out during an idle chatter among 4 Yakshas on patrol, and their raucous noise woke the insect guys. Why must you carry on as this? The insect guys rushed to mediate, persuading them. Arguing one moment, chummy the next. Why not treat each other with proper respect like we do? In an instant, the quarrel ceased, and in unison the Yakshas retorted, "You are mistaken, one spat. Only through open discourse we grow." Another chimed in, "Exactly. When we air out our disagreements, it only makes our bond stronger." A third added, "Indeed. By having each other's backs, we've made it through a lot of tough times. In our harsh words, we don't mean any harm." The last concluded, "Unlike you insect guys, we hide no secret grievances under the guise of harmony." With that, arm in arm, they departed, leaving the insect guys to dismiss the exchange with bemused eye rolls. Grasshopper guy. Oh my gosh. During the reign of the greatest emperor of Han, there was a village called Bath. From within its mountains, a hot spring flowed, reputed to preserve youth and vitality. Nobles flocked to it from far and wide. One day, the Marquis of Licheng came to visit with his 6-year-old son. The young lord caught a little grasshopper and wanted to keep it as a pet, so he tore off its wings and trapped it in a teacup. That night, the Marquis was visited in his dreams by a man clad in green. "Your child has imprisoned mine," he pleaded. "We are both fathers. I beseech you, help my little one." The next morning, the Marquis summoned his son and inquired about what happened. The boy, who feared his stern father, only provided vague replies. Thus, the full story remained elusive to both. That night, the green-clad man revisited the Marquis's dreams with twin swords at his waist. He warned, "If you don't return my son, you'll never see yours again." The Marquis woke with a start and rushed to his son's bed, only to find it empty. Servants scoured the village, but found no trace. Only the young lord's page remembered the bug catching. He rushed to the study, found the overturned teacup, and gently released the grasshopper onto the grass. By noon, the young lord returned home safely, yet his hands were red and swollen, and he couldn't stop weeping. When questioned about the events of the previous night, he sobbed, "I dreamt of a man in green, a great jumper. He carried me on his back and hopped a few times. Then I didn't know where I was. He scolded me for harming others and struck my palms with his swords 20 times. When asked how he came back, he was unable to answer, overwhelmed by fear. Alas, it is said that all beings love their young, a truth that spans the world. Even Yaoguais, it seems, are no different." In the late years of the Han, the hot spring in Bath suddenly dried up. Insect guys sprouted in the hills, so the villagers moved down the mountain. A decade or two later, the area came to be known as the Webbed Ridge. Dragonfly Guy. There was a dragonfly guy who loved archery. His mother saw his gift and used her connections for an opportunity to have him training under the Yaoguai king of the land. To the king, the dragonfly guy seemed like a diligent and talented student. He drilled hard each day and served his master with great respect, always at his master's beck and call. At times, he'd be practicing outside, but at a single command from his teacher, he'd appear at once. The king had doubts, but considering the dragonfly's swift wings, the king dismissed his suspicions. One day, the king taught him how to imbue his bolts with greater power. Wait for the arrowhead to glow, then release. The guy swore he'd remember, but when tested that afternoon, he couldn't recall anything. The king assumed he just hadn't grasped the lesson and explained it once more, but the next day he had forgotten it again. This pattern continued. The Yaoguai king flew into a rage and set to punish the guai. The guai fell to his knees and pleaded, "Mercy, master. I have brothers. Each of us knows only a portion of the lessons. That's why I can't answer." At this, scores of identical dragonfly guais emerged, all kneeling and bowing non-stop. Offended, yet tickled by this revelation, the king demoted them all to lowly patrol guards and taught them no more. Alas, while petty schemes might seem perfect at first, earning praise and favor, they also sow seeds of trouble. When the truth is revealed, one faces ridicule and brings ruin upon themselves. Beetle Captain. Unlike the bees, unlike the bee, wasp, hornet, katydid, cockroach, grasshopper, and dragonfly, the adopted sons of the spider ladies, the beetle captain earned his rank through his own valor. Perhaps this was what made him stubborn, quick to anger over slights to his status. He often quarreled with the lesser guys over matters of words and etiquette. They called him arrogant and overbearing behind his back, disliking him all the more. One day, a petty dispute drove him to brandish his twin sabers at the lesser guards. Beetle Commander chanced by and pulled him aside. You think your deeds and skills command their respect, but know this. Rank has no bearing on the actions of others. What would happen if you measured your worth by the regard of everyone? When stone spiders show you disrespect, you'd think that makes you their inferior. The captain retorted, You're a commander, thus none dare offend you, but I'm a minor officer. If I don't assert myself, those lesser ones will scorn me even more. The commander shook his head. If they treated you with greater deference than me, would that make you my superior in practice and skill? Nay, for I have observed that those who clamor most for respect often receive the least of it. What became of the beetle captain? Alas, he remained as he ever was, as one's nature could not be easily altered. It was said that he continued to contend with all who crossed his path, until at last he was never to be seen again. Oh, okay. I mean, he made good points, though. Stone Spider. In the olden days, a lesser beetle guy in the webbed hollow rose to the rank of captain through sheer prowess. But the promotion swelled his ego, and he lorded it over the others till they shunned him, much to his ire. Upon a day of rest, the beetle captain found himself bereft of friends to squander the hours with, and thus roamed the cave alone. He beheld a stone from which long and slender legs sprouted forth. As it turned out, the stone held a spider stirring from slumber. These spiders, burdened with stones upon their backs, moved in a slow, clumsy manner. The captain, beset by a foul mood, kicked one over and laughed at its plight as it flailed and struggled to right itself. With each attempt it made to stand, he flicked it down again, guffawing. After who knows how long, crisp raps echoed from the depths of the cave. Soon, hordes of stone spiders marched out of the dark. Seeing the threat, the captain drew his weapon and charged into their midst. The spiders showed no fear. They hurled stones, spat silk and venom, rammed and butted. They drove the captain into a rage, and he spun his twin blades in a killing frenzy amidst the spiders. As he cut them down with zeal, a flicker of lantern light neared, followed by a playful voice. You fool, you think you can slay every spider in the webbed hollow alone? Come with me. I'll take you to play under the peach blossoms. The beetle captain lifted his gaze to behold a maiden of unsurpassed beauty. His heart stirred, and he followed her at once. Henceforth, he was seen no more. Okay, so that's the real reason why he was seen no more. One old guy mused, to slay spiders within their lair is but to seek death itself. Non-void. Few disciples know when Non-Void took his vows and became a monk. They only know that he was among the earliest to follow their master, making him the most senior and entrusted to many of the temple's affairs. He rarely left the hall, seemingly always engrossed in endless sutra recitations. He was also highly skilled in poetry and painting, having depicted various Buddhas in the West and the myriad aspects of worldly life. Yet he never cherished his creations, often discarding them carelessly after finishing. When asked why, he would say, I see no true self. Non-void is but void. It's all an illusion, so why hold on to it? Though non-void seldom left the hall, he enjoyed engaging others in debates about Buddhist doctrines. One day, Non-Abel approached him and asked, "Brother, is killing a sin?" Non-void replied, "Killing is a sin, but if it is for the sake of the greater good, then it is not a sin." Non-Abel countered, "And what is the greater good?" Non-void answered, "It is the realization of void, the fulfillment of virtue, ascending to the land of bliss." Non-Abel questioned further, "Killing not only fails to resolve karma, but also creates more entanglements and obstacles. How can one ascend to bliss then?" Non-void responded, "If I do not enter hell, who will? If not killing leaves harm for others, isn't that a greater lack of virtue?" Non-Abel laughed, "Brother, you yourself said you would enter hell, which shows that killing is wrong no matter what. Good ones naturally receive blessings. There's no need for you to make things complicated." Non-void hastily explained, "Entering hell is just a metaphor. The essence is to suffer for others." Non-Abel interrupted, "Nonsense. Killing is killing. No need for these convoluted justifications. Brother, the pretense behind justifying killing is the real sin." Hearing this, Non-Void was momentarily speechless, as if reminded of something from the past. From that day on, the two never debated again. Yeah, Non-Void is interesting. Okay. Maybe I should try that one. I haven't experimented in a long while. Okay. Well, um there's so much we've missed. I'm definitely going to I think yeah, before I do the final boss. Well, I don't know what. Yeah, probably before I do the final boss, I'll go back and try and find all of these. But I really want to get everything. I want to get everything. And my prospects are not looking great. We're missing one here. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.